One of the questions we often get at FAIRER is, I'm new in role. I've just been appointed to head of ED&I. What do I need to be doing in my first 100 days? Okay. And I think the advice that we often give to our clients is, in order to be effective in terms of creating a D&I strategy, my advice and guidance is first 100 days, first 10 days, figure out where you're at. And what I mean by that is get deep in the data. It's really important that as ED&I professionals, we understand what the diversity data is telling us in terms of where your organization is doing well, in terms of all that stuff on attracting diverse talent, retaining it, promotions, etc. So a deep dive on that and making sure that you're working with your data scientists in your organizations and the rest of it. It's also important that you go deep on the inclusion data as well. So what are the perceptions in organizations around things like belonging, psychological safety, and the rest of it? So I think data collection, data analysis, and data tracking is really important in terms of that first 100 kind of day job. The second thing is, you can't do anything by yourself. So it's really about making sure that you're building an internal network. And that could be with really connecting with your ERG chairs, but also engaging with those wider stakeholders that you're going to need to work with to get stuff done. And that could be HR, learning and development, talent acquisition, etc. Layered on top of that, we've really got to make sure that we as D&I professionals, or if you're internal, have a vision for your role which is aligned to the vision of senior executives in the organization. So engaging with senior leaders is going to be absolutely critical, and sharing that vision. And then the other thing that you need to do is make sure that you're clear in terms of what are the outcomes that you expect to achieve, and do you have budget alignment around that? So 3 big things really: data analysis, really important, connecting with broader stakeholders within an organization, and then vision alignment with senior executives and senior leaders. I'm often asked, what are the quick wins that D&I leaders should really aim for in their first 100 days? I think the truth of the matter is, look, there's no real quick wins. This is a long game, and we've got to think, what's our big strategic vision? And, we are trying to address structural inequity and structural discrimination. So that takes time and effort to do that. I think if there are any quick wins, I think for me, the biggest one would be a vision and values alignment between your role and function as a D&I leader, and what is the vision and the alignment to senior executives and stakeholders within the organization. Because unless we are all clear in terms of what we're doing and the journey to get there, actually will create some kind of, obstacles along the way. So I think the first thing that I would say is a quick win on vision and values alignment. And then I think another quick win might be on trying to get leaders to understand that in order to be effective here, there are resource implications to that, and have some conversations early on about effectively funding the job that you need to do, because we can't be doing this stuff on the cheap effectively.